There we go. That's perfect. So you can talk away and things, but I'm going to sort of record myself. Yeah. So as we said before, that these are some recipes that we developed with the exchanges in there. Some of them we're going to do in the in the slow cooker, and some I'll just cook on top of the stove and things like that. So they do take a little while to do. So the first one I'm going to start off with is making like a little lasagna. So I've got myself a slow cooker here. Okay, so as you can see, I've just got myself a slow cooker. So what I'm going to do with this is just basically, this is a really simple recipe to do. I've got some corn mince into here as well. Okay, so I've weighed out the corn mince, so we know exactly what we can have in here. And then all I'm going to do is add in my vegetables. So I've got myself some butternut squash into there. Okay, I've got myself some nice sweet potatoes into there. I've got myself some mushrooms. So you can see how we're sort of going to pad this lasagna out by just using some vegetables in there. And again, it helps you trying to save on your protein exchanges. Okay, now the other thing we're going to use here is we're going to use gluten-free pasta. Okay, so this again will help us out as well. If we use normal pasta, it's a lot higher, the protein in there, so we're using the gluten-free. Okay, so this is a really simple recipe. Then I'm going to put half of my oregano into there, and then I've also got some garlic and stuff as well. Can we go full screen there? Okay, so I've got some garlic and tomato puree. I just add that into the bowl there as well. I put in my chopped tomatoes. Okay, and then I'm using some Vitaflo cream cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to actually put that into there as well. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just stir the mixture together. Okay, break up the vegetables and everything, the tomatoes and everything, and then I'm going to cook this in the slow cooker. If you don't have a slow cooker, guys, don't feel too worried, because what you can actually do here is just put it in a normal dish, lasagna dish, set it up that way and you can cook it off as a normal lasagna. Okay, and then I'm going to put in the corn mince. There we go. Just mix it together. It's a really simple recipe. The good thing about the slow cooker is that you can actually just keep them going for ages. You know, so you can go out to work, set it on the timer on the slow cooker, and when you come in, it's there. And the good thing about this is we get about 4 portions out of this. You know, we're not going to get 1 or 2. So the next thing I'm going to do here is put a little bit of the tomato in the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to put half of my mixture into here. There we go. It smells really nice. I love this recipe. It's dead simple. So you could add extra vegetables into there or something different that if you want to add into there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my lasagna. So I've got 6 sheets here. And I'm just going to put them over the top. And then I'm going to add a little bit more tomato on the top of this. Okay, the secret is just to keep that little bit there. You need a little bit of moisture into this when you're making it. Okay, so we're using low protein cheese, vegan cheeses and things, and then I'm just going to pour the rest of the mince and the vegetables into there. Okay, let me just scrape it out, and then we just flatten it off. Okay, there we go. There we are, just flatten it. So you may think, oh, this will never cook in here. Okay, so once you start it off, you just take it on, put it on, and you leave it. Okay, it usually takes about 5 or 6 hours to cook it. So I came in early this morning, started mine off. Alright, so I've got one already on there. Then I'm going to put the rest of the tomato over the top. Okay, just to cover the lasagna. There we are, the lasagna sheets. That's that. And then I've got myself some low protein cheese, okay, and then I'm just going to sprinkle the low protein cheese over the top. There we are. And I've got the rest of my herbs that I didn't put in there. There we go. And then I'm going to put this onto into the cooker, put the lid on the top, and I'm going to cook it for about 5 hours. Okay, so I've already got one already done. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is one we did earlier on. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 5 hours now. So it looks a bit like that. And they cook absolutely fantastic in the slow cooker. Okay, so you get about 4 portions out of one of these. Okay, look at that. It's delicious. Really is moist as well in there. So we can take it. There you go. Oh. Come on. How does it come? Whoop. There we are. There's our vegetables. And as you can see, you get about 4 portions out of one of these. Okay, so as you can see, that's a really quick thing to do. You can actually do it in the oven. You can put the whole dish in the oven if you wanted to do it, or you can just cook it like I've done on top here and end up making it so it looks like that. Yeah. So as you can see, there's your lasagna, there's your pasta, your vegetables. The corn's cooked in it as well, and we've used the low protein cheese. We've used the low protein cream cheese in here as well. We've used the corn, and we've also used the gluten-free lasagna into there as well. Okay, so it's a really great recipe, dead quick to do. You know, especially if you're at work or something like that. It's one of those recipes that you can do quite easily as well. Okay. So the next recipe I'm going to show you is I'm going to make some rice pudding. Okay. Let me just wipe my bench down. There we go. Okay. So again, people were saying, you know, we've got quite a lot of savoury meals and things. Can we have a little bit of sweet for us as well? So this is something that we use quite a lot. We love this recipe. It is really quite simple to do. So what we've got here is just a little bit of rice here. I've got myself some plant-based cream. Okay, I've got myself some coconut milk in there and water. I've got myself some pistachio nuts, which I'm going to chop. I've got myself a little bit of sugar. I've got myself a little bit of desiccated coconut onto there as well. I've got myself some cardamom pods. I've got myself a little bit of mixed spice, and I've got myself some nice little almond essence. So if you've ever made rice pudding, it is a nice recipe to do. So basically what you're going to do here is just put your rice into there. I'm going to put my cinnamon sticks in. Got 2 of them. In there you go as well. I'm going to put my cardamom pods in. If you don't like these, you don't have to put them in. I really love them because they add a really nice little flavour into there as well. I'm going to pour in my water and coconut milk into there. So I'm using the sugar-free version of it as well. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just bring this slowly up to the boil. I'm going to add in my mixed spice. Okay, so you can see this is going to be sort of like a Moroccan type dish. I'm going to put myself a teaspoon of almond essence in there, just to add a little bit of flavour. And we are on our way. There you go. So we're just going to bring this up to the boil. And then what I'm going to do is transfer it over to the other one, let it cook for about 20 minutes. And my rice will start to cook, and I'll end up with a really nice little rice pudding. Again, if you wanted to do this and make it in the oven, you can make it in the oven at the same time. So I know some people like to don't do it on the stove. All you'd have to do then is put all your ingredients into there and put it into the oven and bake it for about 1.5 hours, and you would have a really nice, like Mediterranean, Moroccan type rice pudding in there as well. So we've got a little bit of coconut. I'm going to put half the coconut into there. Okay, and then I've got myself a few little pistachio nuts. Okay, and I'm just going to chop them into there as well, so it just adds a little bit of body. And the last thing I'm going to put into there when it's cooked is the last thing I'm going to add in is the sugar and the cream. The reason why is if I put the sugar into there now, it'll probably burn to the bottom as well, and the cream will probably split. So when I finish off, I'll add in the cream and the sugar into there. So I just want to bring this up to the boil, and then I'm going to put it on the simmer, and we'll let it cook that way. Okay? Is there any questions or anything anyone's got? Are we all good? Yeah? So as you can see, this is a really nice recipe. You get we get about 6 portions of this out of there as well. Okay, so again, there's quite a lot there. You don't have to eat it all at once. You can keep it in the fridge and things. But I guarantee once you have this, I doubt it'll last a day and a half because it is so tasty as well. Yeah, and it's really good. So remember, we're using the plant-based cream in here as well. We're using the coconut milk you know, from the one you can drink, not the tin version of it as well. And we've got a few little nuts in there and a bit of rice as well. Okay, so that's that. So this is just going to come up to the simmer, and then we're just going to simmer it. I'm going to drop it onto the back one, and then I'll start to make a little bit of a fish stew for you, and I'll show you how to finish that one off as well. Okay, anyone got any questions? Are we all good? Yeah, I can see some places thumbs going up there. Okay, these are really nice recipes. Come on, come to the boil. And then I'll put this on the back, and we'll end up with a really nice rice pudding. Okay, it does go really thick, and it does go really creamy as well. Okay, come on, rice. There we are. It's that whole thing about waiting for a pan to boil. Yeah, come on. There we go. As you can see, it's starting to boil now. Put over the top. There you are. You can see it boiling away. Okay, I like that. There we go. Okay, now all I'm going to do with that is put it on the other one, and what you'll see is the rice will start to cook, and also it'll start to thicken up a little bit as well. So I've got another pan on there. So this next recipe is like the fish stew. Okay, now we were asked for quite a few recipes that were got some fish in there. Some people wanted something a little bit more spicy as well. So we're trying to do a few other different ones in here as well. So this is going to make you 4 portions. Okay, so we've got potatoes, normal potatoes. So remember, normal potatoes have quite a little bit of protein and starch in there. We've got some peppers. We've got some mushrooms. Okay, I've got one of my favourite things, a nice little bit of fresh coriander. I've got myself some more of that coconut milk, so it's one of the partners that we're using in there. I've got some sweet potato, and I've got myself a bit of squash. Now the best things that go in here are the chilies. I love fresh chilies. I've got garlic and tomato puree to go in there, and I've got myself some Chinese spice into there as well. Okay, I'm going to put myself a little bit of butter in the pan. Okay, so if you were going to make this using your if you were going to make this using your pressure cooker, basically you just put everything into there. But since we're going to cook this in the pan, I want to show you a different way of doing it. Okay, I'm just going to put in my sweet potato, I put in a squash into there, I've got a little bit of oil into there, and I'm going to put in my garlic and tomato puree, and my chilies, and my pepper, okay, and my mushrooms, and I'm just going to sweat them off, okay? So when we talk about sweating things off, yeah, it's cooking, it's sort of cooking on a low temperature to make them soft. We don't want to fry them and sort of destroy them a little bit. We really want to keep the shape in there as well. And the good thing about this is we actually smell the garlic and the tomato, and we're just going to seal them off. I've got my potatoes into here. I'm just going to cut them up a little smaller, okay, and then I'm going to make this really nice little fish stew, okay. I've got some fresh ginger in there as well, okay. Oh, it smells really good. We haven't even got the spice in yet, okay. So I really like stuff with like lots of ginger and chili in there as well. But if you're not keen on that type of thing, you can just take it out as well. Okay, I just want small bits of potato in there so they're cooked. There we go. Set this one at the back. There we go. There we are. 2 dishes on. Oh, said main con. There we are. There we are. So that's really nice. We're going to put in the spice now. Alright, so the spice goes in. There we are. I'm just going to cook this a little bit more. Yeah, alright. Smells absolutely delicious. There you go. Okay, and then I'm going to put half of my coriander into there. Okay, if you want to put like a little lemongrass in there as well, you can do that as well. Okay, so this is just like a basic like stew type vegetable stew. And then I've got my coconut milk into there as well. I'm going to pour that into there. There you go. And then I'm just going to bring it to the boil, and then I'm just going to cook it. It takes about 20 minutes to cook on that stove, but what I've done here is I've actually got one in the slow cooker, and I've got it up to the stage where I just need to chop in the fish at the end. Okay, and we'll do that bit and I'll show you. So what we're going to do here now is just cook that and let it reduce and let it go nice and soft. Now the flavours in there are really nice. Okay, there's lots and lots of flavours into there as well. Okay, the coriander, the ginger, the garlic, tomato, and the Chinese spice would be really good as well. And so that's just going to be in there, and it's just going to actually reduce the whole thing down. Okay, so it looks really good. There is loads and loads of flavour in there as well. Okay, and that's it. And the thing I love about this is there's loads of different tastes to go in there. So what we've got here is I've got some fish. So I'm going to use some smoked cod this time. Okay. You could use anything you want. If you want to use prawns in here or any type of fish, you can use it into there as well.
Neil, quick question.
Yeah.
Is it okay to reheat this if you use some fish?
Well, you can probably heat it once after you've cooked it, and that's it. You can't sort of really freeze this type of recipe as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what I've got in there is I've got my fish. Okay, so I've got 2 portions of the fish in here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to cut the fish up. Okay, I don't want it to be small, and I don't want to have really little bits in there. The problem is if you put like little bits of fish into your mixture, you know, they're just going to cook away and things as well. Okay, so you want to have quite large chunks of fish. You could use prawns in here. You could use some cooked chicken into here as well. But make sure you calculate and weigh it out as well. Okay, so I know that fish there is what I'm looking for this recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my slow cooker over. So this is the one. Alright, so this is my slow cooker. In there, okay, you can see the mixture. It's already been cooking. And then I'm just simply going to drop in the fish. Okay, and then I'm just going to cook it for like another 10 minutes with the fish in there, and what we'll end up with is a really nice fish stew in there as well. Okay, okay, and you can end up with a really, really nice little recipe. So this is a slow cooker recipe. When the fish is cooked on there, and the vegetables are cooked, I can just add the fish and do it that way as well. But as soon as I've got the slow cooker version on there, I'll just put it back on the slow cooker. There we go. And we have ourselves a really nice little fish stock stew going on over there. Okay, so as you can see, you can make some really nice recipes. Let me just get rid of the raw and the protein off my table and things. So the next thing I'm going to show you is like an overnight oat recipe. Okay, so you can use porridge in here. In here I've got some flax. And I've also got, so I've got my liquid, my coconut milk, I've got my oats, and here I've got my flax and my chia seeds. I've got myself a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to use some yogurt into here, and I've also got my blueberries. Alright, okay, this is a really nice recipe. So when it finishes, it should look like this. So that's what your overnight oats look like once you've soaked them. So I put these in the fridge overnight. That's why they're called overnight oats. And look at that, you've got a really nice type of texture there. Nice and healthy as well. So to make this, you just put your porridge oats in. Okay, you can't get any easier than this. Okay, you put your cinnamon, put in your chia seeds and flax, put in your spice. Okay, and then what you're going to do here is you're just going to stir it. Okay, so that is that mixture there. So I'm going to put that into the fridge, and overnight it'll start to thicken up, and you'll end up with those beautiful looking seeds and things that have gone in there. Okay, so this is really a nice little healthy recipe as well. Okay, so what I'm looking for now is a little bowl. Okay, and I want to add in my oats into here. There we go. Look at that, delicious. Okay, and then I've got some of this really nice smooth yogurt as well, just to add like a different flavour into there. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of this over the top. Okay, so this is a great little breakfast idea, because sometimes you're really busy in the morning, you don't have time to do those things, and we tend to always go for for the same things all the time. For breakfast, we've got a real thing that we want. And then I'm going to put some blueberries over the top of it. And there we have some overnight oats with a little bit of coconut yogurt on the top, some blueberries. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, you could put like a little bit of coconut. You could put a little bit of coconut onto the top of here if you wanted to as well. Make sure you calculate in. I've got a little bit left. I can add that in there. Okay, so just put the coconut over the top like that. There we go. And then I've got myself a few little pomegranates. These are just a few little extras on the top. And there you go. So you can make yourself a really nice breakfast type of thing. Okay. Okay. So my rice pudding. Here it is. Looking good. Okay, there's my rice pudding. So what I'm going to do now is just add in my cream. There we go. And I'm just going to stir it. Look at that. I've got myself a really nice little rice pudding on the go there. Okay, yeah, see, it doesn't take long for the rice pudding to cook. There we go. So I'm going to put that over there. I need a little dish. Pardon me. There we are. So I've just added the cream into there. So this is my rice pudding. It smells absolutely delicious. It's lovely and thick. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. It doesn't take long. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook it. Okay. There we are. You get 6 portions of it. Let's just put it on the side. And now what we need is a few little things to go over the top. So I'm going to put myself a little bit of toasted coconut down one side. I've got myself some nice little pomegranates. Yeah, this is Moroccan rice pudding at its best here. Okay, and then I'm allowed a few of these. There we go. That's my portion size for this. Got my almond essence into there as well. Just going to chop them. There we go. So that's your Moroccan rice pudding with your pomegranates and your pistachio nuts on the side of it. Look at that, it looks really nice. 2 really nice little recipes. We've got our lasagna, of course, and then what I'm going to do now is take my fish stock out and have a little taste of that one as well. Okay, oh, it looks nice. Liking the look of that. There we go. And there's our lovely little fish stew. Lots of flavour on there, a little bit of coriander on the top of there, and there you have 4 AKU friendly recipes, okay? They're really nice. So there's the fish stew in there. Remember, you can put chicken or prawns into there as well. This is made with the corn mince into there, so we can use that one as well. And then we've got the rice pudding. As you can see, it's really nice. So the flavours of the Moroccan will come out of there with the spices and things. And then we've got our overnight oats. Yeah? Just some really simple little recipes for you. Okay? Does anyone have any questions or anything like that? You know, they're the 4 things we wanted to show you. Remember these two here, we can do in a slow cooker, yeah, or we can do them online, or we can do them in the pan on top of the stove, or we can do them in the oven. These 2 here are really good as well. Again, the rice pudding, I don't have no problems about that being frozen, as well as the lasagna. I'll be a little bit careful about the fish and things as well. Okay.